Hey guys, Rob with RubberToe Assembly here with another 10x8 lifetime outdoor storage shed assembly video here. Section 11, the pegboard strip. I'm going to show you how easy these things go on here. There's your pegboard. I just kind of give it a couple of bends, straighten it out nice and straight. And then unbag the hardware that goes to it with the hooks and the screws in it, that little bag there. As you can see, I just line it up nice and level there. See those two holes? You just line them up with those two holes. You don't necessarily have to use those two holes. If you could use one of them and all the other holes line up, that's great. That's usually what I try to do. I always put a screw right in the middle first where I want it, and then you can kind of lift to the left and lift to the right so it stays level. If you have a little torpedo level, put that on the top here, rest it. Just as you see there, I'm screwing a screw into each one of these parts of the panel, wall panel, but make sure they're all, as you see there, that they're all in the thick part of the panel. You don't want to have a screw going into the groove section. So as long as you have that and it's straight, you're good. And they just tack on just like so. And then these little hooks, they're various hooks. You just insert those into the holes where needed and hang miscellaneous stuff. Nothing too heavy though, because you don't want too much weight hanging on that thing pulling on the wall. But you know, little odds and ends and stuff. And then you just insert the various hooks where they go. You got little straight ones, little J hooks, and then you have ones that look like hammer holders or shovels and stuff like that. And you just hook them in just like you see there, the long part down and the little hook part inserted inside there, and it just swivels right into each one. Nice. So you have your little pegboard of hooks right there. I like to put it right underneath the shelf, just like you see there, because it's kind of out of the way. The book recommends, the left side of the back window is another good place to hang that thing. As you can see here, another shelf, you can put it there on the other side if you want. So on to section 12, the door alignment. When you're finished here, it gives you tutorials how to do the door. See the top right there is a little bit off. It looks like the right door needs to come up about, I don't know, half inch to an inch there, about a half inch or so. And this is how I do it here. As you see, I put a little pry bar underneath there, give it a couple of taps to get it in there, and lift up a little bit where the door is, and you have your bushing underneath where the door tube is, and you just put a couple of wedges that they provide for you. They give you, I think, 4, and you can break these off and use half and half and come up with, maybe 8 of them. There's a thin side and a thicker side. So I just put 2 little halves underneath there. As you see, boom, brings that door on the right up nice and level with the left door. That is perfect. One hand, you just hit the little trigger on the handle and it opens right up. Should be with one hand. Boom, close it, snap shut. That's beautiful if you can do it with one hand. Alright, section 13, the shed anchoring. This is the next part here. Just quick little tutorial on where these holes are. You see right there is one right at the doorway entrance. In that corner here is another one. Anywhere you see these little circles all the way around the edges is where marks where you get your anchor screw or anchor bolt, whichever you decide. It's going into the concrete, I believe, here, so you'll have to drill a concrete hole with a concrete drill bit down right through here, that little hole in the middle of that circle there. That's where you want to drill. And you just make your hole. If you have a vacuum to suck up all the concrete dust, that's even nicer and neater. Keep everything neat, clean. And then you either pound in a little bolt with a nut and washer on top and snug it down, or you use a concrete screw, whichever you choose, to go right down into the concrete there that are made just for that. Alright, beautiful 10x8 shed there. Here's a picture of another hook there on the wall. Other ones, this looks like a 15x8 shed here. Has 2 doorway entryways. Shows a different kind of hook there, as you saw on the wall, little plastic ones. But here's another example of anchoring down into the wood. This is a wood foundation underneath, and you could just do the same thing. You find where you want to put your anchors at, those little holes, and you can use a screw here with a washer. They provide this particular extra washer, and you just screw the right down into the wood. You can feel right there, it shows nice firm grip, and it's screwed down to the wood. You can also use fatter screws, a little bit more strength on them. There's another shot of the next one. And Yeah, you can use several different screws if you want for screwing down to wood surfaces here. Oh, here is a fatter screw example. I put one washer on top. There's the other one, the thinner one. That was used to make the hole, like a drill bit, if you will. So there's a hole already started. You can see the hole there. And now this little bit fatter screw will fit down in there with a couple of washers on top to secure it. You just line it up there with a drill and just torque it down. Boom, nice heavy duty strength, nice and firm, holds that thing down. That should be good enough for wood bases. Alright, another rubber toe assembly here. Thanks for watching, you guys. Inside of this little 10x8 shed came out perfectly. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Look forward to the next rubber toe assembly video. Alright guys, rubber toe over now. Take care.